Welcome back, guys. So this is going to be my day 2 of trading until profitability, and this is me documenting my daily process in order to show you the effort and process I'm taking to become profitable. So today I started off with charts, and we already made a massive move higher yesterday, so I kind of just graded both the wicks, buy side, sell side, and I knew that we would either retrace to close this in or would have quite a tight consolidation in this area. And it's kind of what I wrote in my game plan, so marked these out on the 1 day, huge move on the 1 hour, thinking about if we retrace to the 7 a.m. low, so this potentially, but that was a stretch. Then I got the 15-minute chart, so I'm executing model 2022 from ICT, and I'm feeling positive. I have a plan, so I want to execute it. So high time frame narrative, so price ran higher overnight, so you can see that overnight we have from here to here, we just ran higher a tiny bit, then we retraced more in the London session. So as you know, Asia highs and London lows is a very good target that most days is a repeatable process. So when I looked for liquidity, I saw that this had very smooth lows on the 15-minute. Which was before 9:30. Yeah. So this was very smooth, and this just had one high which took out a previous high, so I thought we could, after taking out the lows, would go here, but we didn't. So in my plan, I usually write down what I think, so that's my narrative, and then my plan. So wait for the market to show me that it is starting to roll over, but manipulation on the buy side. By having manipulation on the buy side, as I see strong displacement lower, I will aim for sell side targets, and these were my targets. So if we manipulate these two, then I'd wanted to go for these, or if I just saw initial weakness. First presented gap was kind of one of my key targets. I'm prepared for market open. I'm not going to take any trades before this occurs, so I waited for 9:30, and in the New York AM session, if we dump instantly, if there is opportunity to take a long after a market shift, which I'll look for as I'm anticipating consolidation on higher time frame, which would make Asia high a suspect. So first I wanted the sell side, then possibly the buy side. So I took a trade early on, which was right here. So market opened 9:30, and yeah, so saw this internal high sweep, and then I saw a huge displacement lower with the first presented fair value gap. We still had this low here that was not taken, so this plus this gap is what I waited for. So as price retraced, I took the execution here, and I targeted a fixed 2-to-1. I could have gone lower, so I could have targeted the first presented fair value gap, which is what I really wanted price to touch over here. Like, as I said at 9:39, took this trade feeling a bit anxious. I would like to see price close below the first presented fair value gap. So if I closed below, I knew we were going to go lower, but at least touch it. And it was a winner pretty quickly. So showing on this. Show executions. How do I show executions? Preference, show confirmation, show chart executions. Yeah, here. So short at the high, closed here. So that was my first target, 2-to-1, 500 profit, 250 risk. So felt good after that. Second one, I was just watching. I thought this would be disrespected. I didn't want to take another trade instantly, but my drawn liquidity was first presented fair value gap. 957 price kind of just like was quite consolidating. Price was moving up and down, which I didn't like, so I didn't take any trades at this point. My second trade was after seeing, yeah, right here, which I'm sure a lot of people probably took, but so I saw this IFVG. BPR. And my stop loss and target 2-1. So I waited for the retracement, but price basically instantly took me out. Like I didn't even spend 3 minutes in there. It was just 1, 2, stop lost. So one thing I always make a mistake on is looking at this. You have to consider that because time was spent so much here, this is very suspect after a high is taken out, which I wasn't really considering. I was just looking at, okay, price has made its low, we're probably going to go for these. So it's okay trade, but I wouldn't say it's too good, as there was just too much consolidation. And also the time, 10:20 is a key time when liquidity is taken out. They always go for liquidity. Yeah, so 10:20 is something to watch out for. If you see something really nice after 10:20, look for the opposite side as well before you take any trades. And then 10:30 is when you can see a low forming, which is typical. And this is your first presented fair value gap, which was key in order to drive price up higher. So I could have just waited for that as well. And then my trade 3 was just stupid. Like I just saw displacement here and took displacement. So just to actually, oh no, I took it from here actually. It was close, but I actually just stopped it out right there. I just thought there's no point. I don't want to do another whole RS, so I just closed it early. Other than that, just silver bullet, but I didn't take this, I just was watching it. So I've completed that. So that's what I usually do. You have to do a live check-in as you're trading. That kind of just gives me like a framework to not keep flipping bullish and bearish. If you're writing it down, you have to spend time like kind of thinking about it. So instead of just instantly longing and shorting every small market structure shift, you have to wait. And then I did the review. So price, more consolidation. So there was more consolidation than I expected at these levels. Price on the 1 hour went exactly to the fair value gap, 50%. So look how perfect that was. That is crazy. And then marked up the 5 minute a bit. So this would have been a really good trade. Like once you had that second market structure shift, and then you always, that trade with the fair value gap. This IFVG, this one always comes, like when you flip it, you'll see it. This fair value gap is always at the low of a big move, and that's where you always want to enter. Once it breaks that low, enter here. This one, you have to put the stop loss here above this wick. This would have been a clean trade, but as I already did my 3 trades for the day, so I couldn't take another one. Yeah, so that was very clean. Did my game plan review. Psychology, how did I feel? So today I felt good going into the market, and I think I took my second trade and third trade kind of in a rush. I could have taken much better trades, but by understanding the order blocks and what level they were sitting at. So that's kind of one of my mistakes. Like this here was a very clean oh sorry, I was looking at this low here, but price did not trade to this order block. I don't know why I was looking at the low for this order block. If it traded here, I would have definitely taken my second long and gone for these. Price kind of just stalled. Next time I will use this and kind of just keep it at the higher level and use this low. Yeah, I actually could have done that. So if I took a trade in this gap, keep it at the low, 2 to 1. Yeah, that would have been okay. How did you feel at the end of the trading day? I felt good because I stuck to my 3 trade rule. So that's kind of my main rules. Take 3 trades max, and each trade 250 risk, max loss for the day 750. Did you stick to your rules? Yes. Did you have impulse? Kind of. My third trade was an impulse trade, I'd say, like this one here that I took. And then mistakes today. So the second trade I took today didn't really follow my plan. So my second trade was here. My second trade. Sorry, there was really no it was just too much in a premium. Like I can't take a fair value gap in a premium after we've already taken our internal highs and we've had a very strong move higher. Just don't like those, and we had a lot of liquidity, so not ideal. As it was quite choppy, I could have ended the day with 1 trade and had a 500 profit for the day. Decided to take another 2 trades, and my third trade just didn't align with my strategy at all. Like I'll show you. Trade 3. So I also do reviews here for each trade. 250, second trade. So that was my second trade. Reviewed it. Price forming a base, Tinnerman, IFVG. Yeah. So, and this was my first trade, which was absolutely pulled me into profit for the day. Fair value gap, straight drop in the morning session. That was pretty much A+ setup. Followed all my rules. Had a traded to a higher time frame level, like over here. This was the higher time frame mitigation block. If you guys don't know, this is your mitigation block. So it traded here and then it dropped. Internal high sweep, internal high sweep. This high was taken, this high here was taken, market structure shift lower here, fair value gap, and then time 8:30. So this one was perfect. This one, there was a market structure shift, I guess, here. Market structure shift, barely a fair value, oh, I guess fair value gap here. Time, yeah, so not really great. Third one, there was just nothing, it was just the time, and I saw displacement. So tomorrow I'm gonna try focus on, I'm mainly gonna focus on trying to find my model. Like, don't take these stupid displacement moves. Wait for what you see, because you know what you're looking for. Yeah, so if you know what you're looking for, then you don't need to take all these stupid trades and just quick 2 to 1 targets. So overall my count is at 49388. Oh, so Top Step actually wiped out my loss yesterday. Like I had a loss for 250 here. They took it out because of that AWS error. So that is good. What's my stats? I feel like this just ruins all of it, because that was just me before I started sticking to my plan. So yeah, if you want to follow my journey or give me any advice, please let me know. I'm happy to take feedback and learn trading with you guys. Thank you.